Good afternoon, everybody. It sounds like, it looks like we have time now. We're going to try to start. We apologize for the delay. We have no idea why it's more difficult now. Okay. Today we're going to talk about develop our chemical-free cleaning procedures. And just as soon as Tom gets one of these little squares moved around, we're going to go ahead and start. Just like before, to ask your comment, go ahead and use the chat tool. And you can ask questions anytime during this webinar. And we are the moderators this week. And you can always contact us at the following numbers or email us. We're able to do that. Now I'm going to ask, can y'all hear us? All right. I'm going to go ahead. Well, y'all know people who've been with us before on these webinars, you know that we modern cleaning kind of evolved from our experiences in researching the products that kind of catch our interest, things we find here at the ISSA show and through ARCSI. And we always field test the product first through our residential cleaning business castle teachers. And we do look for the most up-to-date and eco-friendly cleaning technologies. And we always strive to give practical support based on our experience in the field. We can tell you warts and all what's wrong with the product or what we liked about the product or what challenges we had to overcome when working in our business. And our philosophy is to protect the health of the building occupants and cleaning technicians, because we're very concerned about that. To choose environmentally preferable cleaning products and equipment, and to improve the appearance of whatever in-store space we're cleaning, and to protect the client investment. So, in order to, we have to start with the quality wheel, because this is where we first decided to make a big change in our business to chemical-free. And a lot of people are familiar with this. It's the PDCA, Land Do Check Act, and we do really need to go over it and show how it fits into the changes we made. And first, we plan we want this to do. What competence did we want to do? We wanted to carry out the change and then we would change our action on the results of those first research. This is a chart of our productivity, what we knew about our productivity before we started. And this phase, all we really had was microfiber. That was the first change we made. So we had these productivity measurements based on our cleaning procedure with chemicals, microfiber, and our protein vacuum. And when first thing we did was after, I had about 10 years experience with Ladybug just doing special projects, but we chose a beta team. We chose 2 to 3 people that we trusted to give us really good feedback, that we knew had the patience, and who would be accepting and willing to help us experiment with this.
We're getting some information that the background noise bad. We'll work on that a little bit. It's very noisy. There's a lot of people around. Let's go ahead and make some adjustments here. Maybe this will be a little bit better if somebody could give us some feedback. Back to the show.
For our beta team, the first thing we did was we reviewed and adjusted our current cleaning procedures based on what we knew the chemical-free equipment strengths were, what I knew about the Ladybug. And I knew that would change, but I just put it down, whatever I thought, and I looked at our current cleaning procedure and revised it based on what I knew. Pay our team to do this. Then it was very informal with beta team. We just worked with these, and we talked about how we could use it and what its strengths were. And then once we were out in the field, I did clean with them a couple of days, but then I was going to step back and I would observe, and we would really discuss what we were seeing and what was happening and how to refine what we were doing to make it easier. And then we thought, when we finally felt we had something we could share and that would work with the other teams, we adjusted our processes and we started writing our training procedures. And this is an example of what we did before when we were cleaning up after. And you can see the left-hand side is chemicals, cleaning chemicals, and the right are the changes we made using the Ladybug and the active ion. So you can see where there were several more steps with cleaning without. With room twice, we cleaned the bathtub and the sink, and we could do wet work in the bathroom, and then we went around and did some dry work. Whereas with the chemical cleaning procedure, we just went around with one. And the floors dried quickly with dry steam vapor mop, so we actually were able to throw down our rug. And then this is the kitchen procedures. Again, it was basically going around the room twice with wet work first and then the dry work and mopping our way out, and then could basically adjust that to just go around the room once with our Ladybug. The dry work, we use the active ion. It saves time, basically not having to change several different chemicals, carry a bucket around with us. So at this point, I do need to talk about restorative cleaning, because when we started training, we had quite a few people to train. We had like 70 people to train. So we started a schedule, and we put about 4 or 5 people per class, and we just did who was the driver, who could drive, and who couldn't. So that factored into how we scheduled people to train. And
if you're wondering what driving has to do with it, we choose those teams, so just the logistics of balancing drivers and non-drivers. We don't put 2 non-drivers together in a team, for instance. So there's a lot of movement as far as figuring out the most logical way to train people. What sequence?
Yeah. That was a funny thing to work through. But so we discovered learning curve, and there was a difference between restorative and maintenance cleaning. Restorative or first time cleanings, and maintenance, or just the regular cleanings we do on a regular basis. So our first time and one-time cleaning, our maintenance cleanings, we got into the groove and we really saw one learning curve once we got through that with all of our employees. We saw really improved productivity. We were either in the same amount of time, we didn't see a change in time, or we actually were able to cut a few minutes off and somehow.
Part of that really had to do with the fact that, when you're doing a maintenance cleanup, you've got it caught up, you can remove a lot of the chemicals from the home already, so you don't have that on surfaces. And clean once you actually get caught off. Bathrooms, for instance, mildew, once you actually remove it rather than just bleaching it out, it's easy to clean. It doesn't go back as quickly. On the restorative clean, which would be often like the first time in clean, sometimes that would take longer because it took more work to actually remove soil that you really weren't even removing when you were cleaning the chemicals, because you were leaving the chemical residue on the counter when you were cleaning the chemicals, or you really weren't removing all of the mildew when you were cleaning the chemicals, you were just bleaching it, making it go away. So, in part it was taking longer because you were removing more soil, but once you got that done, the ongoing cleaning, oftentimes it'd be easier because there just wasn't as much work to do as what it would be if you were cleaning the chemicals.
So we did, that was something we had really expected. So we had to revamp our first time in and one time cleaning too. But our plan was to create a chemistry cleaning training class based on the beta team. And we made decisions on how to pay the after training. We scheduled everybody, and then we scheduled all of our cleaners, and then we trained the rest of the staff up about it, to ask about it. We could, people in the office knew how to answer those questions. And then we had to rewrite our maintenance and inventory procedures to work with the new equipment. And we worked really hard to train according to so we could get everybody through in a timely manner so we can get everybody going on it. And we observed, inspected, and corrected. We spent a lot of time out there. It was very tiring at times, but I was really proud of how everybody jumped in and worked hard on it. And then we learned a lot once we got it into different people's hands. And they made, they saw efficiencies that could be adjusted our training and staffing based on their feedback. And we something else was to change our job description and make sure it reflected how we clean. The people who we were hiring understood what we were doing, so they were anything different. And we also changed our applicant profile and how we interviewed people. And we changed our recruiting material. Something we wanted our teammates to understand, our technicians to understand, was that we were in and out. The sum total of what they had is scary. And we were streamlining our cleaning processes. We wanted them to make money. We were working on being more efficient, and we were working on reducing their exposure to cleaning chemicals. And we were also working to educate them on why we were doing this and how it benefited them and how it benefited our clients, so that they could communicate that to the clients effectively too. So how we really felt that it was important to measure this. We didn't want to just go in and do anything on an anecdotal basis. We wanted cold hard facts that we were doing the right thing. So we had some we had a survey for our cleaning technicians, and we worked the phones, and we sent out a lot of postcards with satisfaction surveys, and we kept track of productivity in terms of maintenance and restorative cleaning at first time in. We really kept close track of time on that. This is an example of a goal-free cleaning technician survey. This is what we would give out to them. We gave it more than once to check changes over time to see if they were feeling any differently.
And opinions change over time. Initially, it's for some people it's a slow adoption process because it's not really intuitive. It's very different to what someone's used to. They've been cleaning for a number of years, but in time and the right type of coaching, then there's a higher level of adoption.
And the feedback was this initial or was this after?
This is pretty much this. It's almost hard. Quite honestly, people are going to find things to share with you that they don't like about whatever you're changing. And as you can see here, weight with the Ladybug can be a concern, and there's a lot of learning curve with that as well. If you get used to using it to put water in it in a way where it's fairly empty by the time it's home, it's a whole lot easier to move it place to place. Hot in the summer, while it's hot, we get cleaning with chemicals too. On the outside, there's several things to share with you.
They were very pleased with the physically better results. They saw the results, and there were a lot of our cleaning technicians were excited about it. They were also very excited that it made cleaning easier, which made them they were able to get out a little quicker that way. And some of them were concerned about the chemical safety, and they liked the idea that it was healthier for them. And when we knew we had them, when they started asking to take the equipment to clean their own home, and they liked the fact that it kept them warm in winter, and they got facials every day.
Cool. This didn't come out looking as well as it should have. I'm not sure what is happening here. The image is inverted, but what you're looking at here is a client survey. These are 4-up postcards that we would send out with the teams. The teams would leave them with our clients after cleaning, and they would fill them out and mail them back to us and have a pre. And this was one of the ways that we could measure, make sure that our clients were happy with the service and getting feedback as to what they liked and maybe they didn't like. This is a very important part of your method once you start changing over to make sure your clients are giving you the feedback you need to make the process work for them.
And what I did forget to mention is just like we had beta clients. So we wanted to try this in their homes because we knew they would give us honest feedback and weren't excessively resented about things. They weren't excessively concerned about controls, and also maybe some of them weren't even home during the day, and we were looking for that.
Yeah, your initial testing, you want to use cleaning technicians that have been with you for a while that you would trust their feedback and trust their effort. Likewise, you want to be cleaning clients' homes who you have a good relationship.
And our initial client feedbacks were very positive. And we would work the phones with them. We would call them and talk to them in person. As we rolled it out for everybody, we started using the postcards. And we did get comments like, it doesn't smell. I don't smell anything. I don't smell lemon in my kitchen and signs flying in my bathroom. And that's what I think smells clean. So, we have to kind of educate them as to if things are truly clean, it doesn't smell like anything. And they were a bit they wanted to see their shower white again. And this is something we ended up working on after the rollout to kind of improve or change. The Ladybug fades the color of the mold, but it doesn't remove it. And it kills it. It kills it, and it does it quickly, but it doesn't remove the mold stain. And so that's something we had to work on for a while until we got people pleased with that again. And some of the people who were home were complaining it was noisy. It wasn't a noise that they were familiar with, but it didn't bother the cleaners in terms of noise. That was not anything they were concerned about, but we got that.
Yeah, and it really, the noise level really is minor. It's very low decibel level. It's just unique, something different from what we're used to.
But they sure loved how the floors looked and how their stone counters flowed and how there was no disinfectant or chemical scent. So this is the total results of our client survey findings. The clients who preferred chemistry cleaning, we had 65% overwhelmingly liked it. Clients who didn't care as long as we got their home cleaned, there was 25%, and clients who preferred chemicals were 10%. So, and roughly half of those was due to the execution, our training. I mean,
we just didn't execute properly in some cases. If we were cleaning with chemicals, the customer wouldn't have been happy either. It was just a matter of, nobody's perfect category. And I guess out of the others that didn't like it, that even after going back and showing them it could be done correctly, because a lot of times that would be what we would do. We would go back with another team or take that team back with a training supervisor, demonstrate that this really is a better way of cleaning. We just didn't do it right. But there's still a handful of people, a percentage that won't like it because of the fragrance component and just other preconceived notions in terms of, I want my home clean the way Grandma used to do it. And, that's a personal preference. And, I guess from our perspective, it's that you more than gain that back by attracting customers who are using your service because they're getting something from you that they can't get from other sources. So the ones that don't like it far outweighed by the ones who do like it, they prefer to work with you because you offer something special, something unique and different in the marketplace. It's cleaner, safer, and greener.
So while we were doing all of that, we were working on our periodic maintenance plan and how to integrate the Ladybug into that. And of course, we discovered that it did break occasionally, so we had to work out a repair plan and how to get what we needed and which equipment we needed to keep spares on handy to replace things when we had to take something offline, keep a part or keep offline. And this is an equipment repair tag. We had a repair tag, but we just redid it to include the Ladybug in our active ion. And really something that we haven't talked about is no one had a problem with the active ion. Everybody, all of our clients, all of our employees, our cleaning technicians, they thought that active ion was cool and they enjoyed using it, and they got into some really interesting conversations with our clients about it because they always wanted to know what it was we were using. So that really wasn't integrating that and getting an acceptance on that. The Ladybug was the bigger challenge.
Just because the Ladybug is intuitive and really takes a lot more work from a trading standpoint. If you really were trading for it with the Ladybug or any of the chemical-free cleaning, primarily cleaning the dry steam vapor, a really good training process to focus on that. And having the right tools and materials to help with the training goes a whole lot better. And it took us a number of years of trials and error to figure that out before getting something that really makes a lot of use of it now. new hires to get so much better. Okay, after that detour, let's get back to our presentation with the maintenance schedule. What you're looking at here is a schedule that every day of the week we have equipment that we put online for maintenance, and there's a lot of different ways you can do this, but you really need to make sure you're maintaining your equipment. The Ladybug has to be drained on a regular basis. Especially say monthly, but if you're using it a lot during the week, it's probably a good idea to drain it on a weekly basis. Likewise, your other equipment needs to be inventoried, maintained, and kept clean and serviced. Restorative versus maintenance. Kind of already addressed this. I believe this slide got in there twice. Okay.
So what we discovered, what our takeaway from these past few years, our takeaways are chemical-free cleaning is not always the best solution for all situations in a standard residential cleaning operation. I think mold and mildew, addressing that is a big issue. We initially started with bleach and we worked with bleach. Some people want us to use lemon juice or vinegar to kind of fade it. That's something we're always looking for a solution for. Developing our procedure. Anytime you develop a new procedure, especially with the significant change that Ladybug brought to ours, it takes time and dedication. You have to keep up on it, and you just have to keep measuring it. And having an internal operating system to support the chemical-free cleaning is essential. And we discovered, every once in a while we discovered, like maybe some aspects we might have overlooked, that we had to go back and program to fit that in too. So,
we would try to do questions, but honestly, out here on the trade show floor, I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do that today. If somebody wants to try to send us a chat, that might be the best way to do it. It's going to be hard to open up the phone lines.
If you feel as when chemical-free cleaning might not be sufficient or inappropriate?
We have an eye here, and there's a question as to when chemical-free cleaning might not be a sufficient or appropriate. Heavily soiled homes, first-time ins, for us, cleaning apartments or say apartment building or college dorms, for instance, things that are very heavily soiled. It can be done chemically free. It's not like that it couldn't be, but it's going to be more labor intensive and it's going to be more expensive. From an economic standpoint, it's just more efficient for something that's heavily soiled to go in and remove a lot of the soil using aggressive cleaning agents. Going to go back and start maintaining it chemically free if they wanted to do that, so it wouldn't go back and get soiled. But occasionally, chemicals aren't going away. There's always going to be a role for chemicals. That really isn't the point. Our whole objective here is to use them when appropriate, and oftentimes they're overused. We don't feel that's appropriate or necessary, and that's the philosophy that we're trying to promote.
And a real simple thing, it doesn't work under the water line on toilets, so you do need to choose some type of toilet cleaner to get that area.
Or some other agent or tool. You're not going to be able to do that with dry steam vapor anyway. One other thing that we're going to share that we're excited about, and this is something that we're introducing here at the convention in Darcy this year, is we're doing online training. We're standing up a online training program through cleaning.com. This is an effort that we've been working on for a while, and the first class that we're offering is chemical-free cleaning training for technicians. The class really is built around the ACT.
House cleaning technician
certification. Sorry. a lot of things happening. Forgive me. We learned the key concepts and science behind chemical-free cleaning. Train step-by-step videos. There's a lot of videos in this that introduce the process. And really, it's the same training program that we put all of our new hires through. There's the whole classroom part of it. Then the third section, there's a whole lot of hands-on where we're actually demonstrating how to use the various tools, everything from the various types of vacuum cleaners that we use, to cleaning with dry steam vapor, to cleaning with several different engineered water solutions. So we demonstrate that and set up exercises for the students to go out and then practice and come back and give feedback. And there's quizzes between each section, and there's a final test. It's a fairly comprehensive, very comprehensive program, and we believe that if a student is focused on really working on it full time, they can go through that program in about 4 days. In this case, they would be ready to go out in the field and work as a field trainee. And again, you can find out more about that by going to the website schoolofcleaning.com. Well, with that, I think that our time is, we've got a few more minutes. Yeah, Janice.
You know, we did it, but we were kind of, I don't know how to put it, very motivated to do it. We had like 2008, and things were looking real good with the economy, and it seemed like everybody who lost their job felt like they could go clean a house, make a living, and we were really just looking for a way to differentiate ourselves from the competition and offer something that no one else was offering. So we were very, very motivated to do it, and it takes a lot of work, but it can be done.
Yeah, we've had an opportunity to meet with a lot of friends here who we've worked with, who have purchased equipment through Modern Cleaning, who have done training with us with the idea of going back and transforming their cleaning company. Some of them have made a lot more progress than others. A lot of the feedback we get is that it's like buying a book with all intent of reading it that just sits on the shelf and you don't open it. It's a lot of work, and the training takes a lot of time. And oftentimes, business owners don't have the time to implement these types of changes in their business while taking care of the day-to-day operations of dealing with their employees, dealing with their clients, and just making sure that all the things that need to get done are getting done. That's one of the things that really led us to developing the School of Cleaning. We felt that we could automate the training process, make it easier, make it more hands-off for the business owner, that they could set one of their new hires or their incumbents that they're trying to teach chemical-free cleaning to in front of the computer and let them go through the training program and learn the things that they need to learn online, and then with the proper tools, practice the implementation based upon the videos that we have in this program, that we share in this program, and get feedback that we just make it easier for companies to implement, because it's not intuitive and it's not easy.
And also, I was really worried about them. They would have maybe, they did it more than I did, they did it better than I did, and maybe when I went out into the field, I felt like maybe they know more than I do, and I won't be able to do that anymore. They might. Yeah, my cleaning technique would be better at it than I was, because I used to go out and I used to clean it, and I got good at it, and so I felt I could guide my team when I went out and saw something wrong. But I felt like if they're better at it than I am, then how am I going to guide them, and how am I going to even know if they were doing it right or wrong? But going through this process of creating the training and taking the test myself, it was I think it's a way for the owner or the manager or whoever's supervising to be very comfortable with going out and supervising and keeping the teams on track and understanding what they're seeing so that they can still buy their technician.
Oh, absolutely. I believe it's very important that if you're working for a cleaning business, regardless of what capacity, if you're the owner or office manager or whatever your role is, you have to be knowledgeable in cleaning. Again, this would be a marvelous way for anybody in the organization, everybody in the organization to become knowledgeable and proficient in cleaning. Well, with that being said, I think that we're just about out of time. I want to thank everybody for yesterday. Your presentation is very gracious. The technical challenges of doing this on a March like what we have here at the ISARC convention, with sound and noise and trying to get enough bandwidth just to get our signal out. It's worked and put the time and appreciate your patience. So on that, thank you very much. Remember, Modern Cleaning does a webinar every third Thursday at 3:30. So next November, whatever that third Thursday is at 3:30, we'll be doing this again. We'll be making some announcements shortly as what our topic today. But we'll be back home in Charleston, South Carolina, in more controlled setting, and we'll, I'm confident that the technical issues will not be an issue, and we'll start on time and be able to have more interaction what we can in this challenging environment. So again, thank you for joining us, and hope to see you again this time next month.
Bye, y'all.